Comedy magic is my favorite type of magic. It's what I've been practicing, it's what I'm passionate about, and it's what I love learning about. My buddy Wes Barker, who's also a comedy magician who you should go check out because he just dropped his hour-long special. Very funny man, very good tricks. Go watch it. After this, obviously. But he showed me a video of somebody performing who I've never seen before, and instantly this became one of my favorite comedy magicians. If you're a fan of comedy, you might be familiar with the name Judy Carter. She is a public speaker, an author, and also a stand-up comedian. But what you might not know is that in the 70s, Judy Carter was actually a very prolific comedy magician. I was blown away that I didn't know this person, by the way, because in the 80s, turns out Judy just swapped to stand-up and dropped the magic act. But there are still a few videos out there of Judy performing magic, and they're some of the greatest performances that I've ever seen. Not to mention that Judy was a member of the Magic Castle in LA and learned from Di Vernon. And if you're a card person out there, a move monkey, you know that that's a pretty big deal. She was also taught alongside Johnny Thompson and Ricky Jay. I mean, some pretty big names. So here we have her performing a classic in magic, the linking rings, but obviously with a twist. This is the first video I've seen of her, by the way, when I was shown this.
What a crowd. Well, we're gonna have an ambiance night, huh? I've been practicing this magic trick, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to perform this magic. Magic. Throughout history, perhaps the oldest living illusion is the illusion of the linking rings. This is where two solid steel pieces of metal mysteriously link upon each other like that. I'm going to perform this feat of prestidigitation, the illusion of the linking rings. Roberto!
I mean, look at the girl's reaction there. Obviously, this is so funny. This is in the 70s. So at this point, there were no female magicians. All you would see alongside a magician is a woman, perhaps dressed in a bathing suit, aiding, the male magician with his trick. And so for her to turn that on its head and bring out a dude in his underwear is hilarious. And the fact that he's not jacked or anything is just so much funnier. He's got a hairy chest. He kind of seems deflated and defeated. It's so funny. And probably ruffled a few feathers back then. He's balding. He's just, this is so good. I like how Roberto probably is just telling his friends that he's performing magic tonight. He's probably leaving out a few of the details. Like, what are you doing tonight, Roberto? He's like, I'll be on stage, helping out with some magic tricks.
One, two, three. Shoot. The illusion of the linking. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the illusion of the linking rings.
The mic cables. Oh, it's so good. This is so good.
And now the illusion of the linking ring.
I love how there's this beautiful music in the background. It's like Disney-esque orchestra playing. And now it's on his underwear. This is so great. The scissors are stuck. Now, that was a super fun act. What was that? Dude, that's like a 3-minute bit that she brought out someone for. Like, I think it's just so cool when you can take to a comedy stage, like a small, audience, like a club, and make a trick play bigger than it is for no other reason than just making it, grandiose, and sort of have the audience see every part of it and give them a bigger spectacle. Because most people would have taken linking rings and just linked the rings, made a joke, do something magical. But the fact that she brings out another person, she's also bringing out, props to like cut the cord. He brings the saw out at one point, and it just plays a lot bigger than it is. It's just a good, solid routine.
Hey, someone shout out a card. 7 of diamonds. Magic. Right. Thanks, Larry.
One of the funniest bits I've never heard. That's amazing. To just have a stooge shout out the card. For a second, people are like, oh my God. And she's like, thanks, Larry.
Could I borrow a cigarette? Does somebody have a cigarette I could borrow? Oh, thank you very much. Can I have the whole pack? Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I borrow your purse, please? Thank you. Can I have all your jewelry? Thank you. What a pretty watch. Oh, look, it's engraved. To Larry, all my love. I remember that wonderful night. Underneath the palm tree, we kissed and hugged. I love you forever, your sister Sue. Hope you're happy raising a lot of mutants. That's really nice.
That's funny. I joke about this with Wes a lot, which is funny. But the idea that as a magician, you can get people to kind of do anything. Like the spectator, you can literally say, here, take your hand, put it on your head, stand up on this table, lift one leg. It's okay, I'm a magician. And they kind of go along with it because they think it's part of a trick. So she's playing on that gag by going around being like, oh, can I have the cigarette? Perfect. Can I borrow your ring? Can I borrow your wallet? Can I borrow your keys? Like this whole, can I grab your purse? I think it's super clever, super funny, a wonderful gag, and who knows, maybe there's some magic attached to it.
Whoa, 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 turn your vibrator off. No wonder it's in her lap. How many women use them? Raise your hands. Let's see. I do.
Again, it feels super taboo, but to see her just absolutely crush it and hearing the women laughing in the background, it's just something really pleasing about that. Doing vibrator jokes in the 70s, something even today, a lot of people would be like, oh, we don't talk about that, so good for her for being brave and, just being funny back then, which was hard to do.
I have one more special thing to show you right now. Okay, Roberto, can we make it a little louder, please?
Roberto always gets a laugh, by the way. I love that it was a 30-second montage or sort of intro for a block of celery. Love it. I love that there's tension. It probably didn't, like in hindsight, that probably didn't get the laugh that she was hoping for, or maybe it was drawn on a little too long. But it's a sight gag, it's fun, but obviously leading into something a little better here. Watch this. Bit of a zombie ball routine. So good. Again, music, big silk, prop. It's just a celery. It's so silly and funny at the same time. So good. And that's like a solid 5-6 minute act. I would have given a lot back then to see what a half an hour or even an hour from Judy Carter would have looked like. Here she is with an escape.
Now for my finale, I'm going to do something that's extremely very difficult to do. It's really hard. It's never been done before. Even the great Houdini has never attempted it. It hoovers the edge of death. I'm going to attempt to do this tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, an
escape from a hefty bag. A big garbage bag. Once again, you have to understand that this was at a time where probably people like David Copperfield, Doug Henning, and Harry Blackstone were performing these grandiose, larger-than-life illusions with all sorts of lighting and smoke and assistants and props and everything else. And so for her, again, to be able to take something silly, try to make it big in the name of comedy, I think is just so great. And by the way, this would still kill today. If she was at a magic convention and pulled something like this out, I mean, people would go nuts. They would love this stuff.
Well, I'd like you to meet someone who works for the Department of Sanitation. She's studying to be a magician. This is Bernice.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Bernice.
Love it.
Okay, Bernice, line the can with the Hefty. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Big deal. Anybody can escape from a plastic bag. Okay, but not a Hefty bag. They are made of strong, endurable plastic. Once I am inside this plastic human bondage, there's only enough air to last me for 60 seconds. And after that, it's death by suffocation. I'm in the can. And now, the thumb cuffs. Bernice, the thumb cuffs. These are not a toy. They're used by the San Francisco Police Department on innocent women. There's a little
innocent
grating on them
women.
that digs into the thumbs, making escape impossible. Okay, put them on me. Get in. Ow! Ow! Go on, tighter. Ow! Tighter. Go on. Ow! Tighter, I like it. Oh. Okay, all right, Bernice, quick, the twist tie. Quick, Bernice.
Classic.
That's a twist tie, it's not a toy. It looks like a piece of paper, but there's a treacherous wire. Show him the wire. Okay, there's a wire. Okay, Bernice, tie me up. Careful, I'm not white trash.
Just careful, not white trash.
Okay. Ah! Jimmy Hoffa!
This is great.
Seal the lid down with masking tape.
There's natural misdirection. Masking tape. There's big silly props. There's also, I think, what's super entertaining is the assistant here is part of the show.
3.
In this case, the assistant isn't just made to look pretty and to stand there. It's actually like a funny comic relief.
Thank you, goodbye. Oh, my can will never be the same. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to come bursting out of this can in 10 seconds. Drum roll, please, quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6...
It's empty. She's Bernice. What a great transposition effect. There's comedy involved, there's actual magic involved, and I find when dealing with comedy magic and creating routines, it is sometimes really difficult to bring magic into the comedy because sometimes the joke is funnier than the trick is amazing. And so sometimes you want to kind of throw the trick away and just keep the joke, or just throw the joke away and keep the trick. But that balancing act between comedy and magic is really tough. So being a magician, you obviously want to make sure that there's a trick at the end, but you also don't want that trick to fall flat compared to the joke. And the setup here was really good, but the trick, I think, was just as good. Okay, this time, this is a televised performance on Prime TV called On Stage America, 1985.
When the first magic act ever booked into the Pasadena Ice House finally arrived, it turned out to be Judy Carter and her robot assistant, Tina Leonard. It was a bit of a breakthrough. In fact,
Tina Leonard, by the way, is also an amazing performer and an amazing person. I got to hang with Tina and her husband, Mike Caveney, a couple weeks back, and just a wealth of knowledge as well, especially in miming.
In one of the top Southern California night spots for musical and comedy acts. The world of stage magic has seen very few full-time professional performers who were not men. More surprising still, it soon became clear that these two were making fun of the male-dominated art of creating illusions, and by their carefully arranged ineptitude, they let comedy undercut the serious aims of macho magic.
Thank you. I need a man up here. I'm not picky. Anyone will do. You with 3 mustaches, come on up here. Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Norval.
Hi, Norval. Why don't you have a seat right there? Norval, I have this deck of cards. I'd like you to pick a card, any card you like. Hold it up, show it to everyone. Make sure everyone sees it.
It's all guesswork in this card-reading act, but unexpected help is on the way. Long-standing stereotypes have shut women out of the field of magic and illusions, but also women are realists with little need for the illusions so dear to men.
2 of diamonds. No, wait, no, I mean the 2 of hearts. 7 of clubs?
No.
Jack of hearts?
No.
Jack of spades? Oh, no. Wait, this happens to the best of magicians, I must say. And I have a friend who I keep locked up in this box. She's a wonderful girl.
Now she's bringing on her other helper, her other self, in fact, a television version of Judy Carter, who has to be awakened to the new opportunities for women as magicians, especially if they're funny and pretty.
This is cool.
Judy, come on. What's the movie?
What are you doing waking me up when I...
Wait a minute. There are people here looking at you.
You didn't tell me we had company. Well, hello, everybody. This is an unexpected pleasure. My name is Judy.
Judy,
and
enough of that. Wait, I blew a trick, and I need you to help me out with this guy, okay?
Oh, hey, sure. Which guy?
Right over here.
Oh,
picture the card in your mind and send the message over to me. I'm sorry, I'm not getting an image. Put your hands on the TV set, please. No, not on me, on a TV set. The card you have in your hand is red, right?
Right.
It's a heart, right?
Right.
Could you hold up the card towards the audience? Because the card you are holding in your hand is the Four of Hearts.
Is that right?
Is this a triumph for women or for television? The media is the magician. Ray Duncan, KNBC News.
What a cool story. Also, using technology, like the television in this case, back then, there was no actual way to communicate to another TV like when we FaceTime today. That didn't exist, prior to 2000 something. So she was obviously a modern version of a magician even back then. Listen, there might be one or two more clips out there online, but honestly, there isn't that much about Judy Carter's earlier magic career available. All right, I left the link to Judy's channel below if you guys want to check it out. Judy, if you're watching this video, thank you so much for everything you've done, and I'm a big fan. And thanks to you guys for watching. Leave a like. Sorry. Thanks to you girls for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.